Good day everyone. My name is Reina Tabunaway and I'm just gonna discuss the continuation of Miss Mona Lisa's topic. So despite their important role, women continue to face several barriers that prevent them from fully contributing to peace efforts. Cultural and traditional beliefs often discourage women from taking leadership roles or speaking up in public forums. There is also a lack of representations in peace negotiations and decision-making bodies. In many cases, women peace builders also experience threats, harassment, or even violence for their activism. These challenges highlight the need for stronger protection and empowerment for women who are working for peace. So, sinasabi dito na totoo rin naman kasi sa kabila ng mahalagang papel ng mga kababaihan, marami pa rin silang hinaharap na pagsubok pagdating sa peace building. So, una na dito is may mga kultura at paniniwala pa rin na nagsasabing dapat lalaki lang ang nasa posisyon ng kapangyarihan or desisyon. So, hindi nila kinukonsider yung kababaihan. Parang ina-underestimate pa rin nila until now yung mga kababaihan. So, madalas ding hindi nabibigyan ng boses ang mga babae sa mga mahalagang pag-uusap. Kulang din ang representation nila sa mga peace talks o negotiations about sa peace. So, bukod pa dun, may mga kababaihan din na nakakaranas ng banta, harassment, or discrimination kapag sila ay nagsasalita or lumalaban para sa kapayapaan. Kaya kailangan silang bigyan ng mas matibay na suporta at protection. So, tama rin po kasi sa ngayon, although meron ng freedom yung kababaihan na makilahok sa mga gawaing peace, for peace, but also nakakaranas pa rin sila ng mga discriminations kasi meron ding mga tao na nag-underestimate sa kanilang kakayahan. So, recognizing these challenges, there are now more global and national efforts to support women's involvement in peace building. One example is the United Nations Security Council Resolution 1325, which calls for the inclusion of women in all levels of peace processes and the protection of their rights during and after conflicts. In the Philippines, the government adopted the National Action Plan on Women, Peace and Security to promote women's roles in conflict-affected areas and to ensure their safety and inclusion. Non-government organizations and civil society groups are also provide training and support for women leaders in communities affected by conflict. So, mabuti na lang sa ngayon is may mga hakbang na ginagawa para isama ang kababaihan sa peace building. Isa na rito yung United Nations Resolution 1325 na nagsusulong ng participation ng kababaihan sa mga proseso ng kapayapaan. So dito sa Pilipinas, meron tayong National Action Plan on Women, Peace and Security na tumutulong sa mga babaeng nasa mga lugar na apektado ng sigalot. So, marami ring NGO at civil society groups na nagtitraining sa mga kababaihan para maging leader sa kanilang community. So, in the end, hindi talaga natin makakamit ang tunay at pangmatagalang kapayapaan kung hindi natin isasama ang kababaihan. Hindi sila dapat ituring na biktima lang ng digmaan o karahasan, kundi bilang mga aktibong tagapagtanggol ng kapayapaan. Kapag binigyan natin sila ng pagkakataong mamuno at magsalita, mas magiging makatarungan at napayapa ang ating mundo. So, yes, kasi women also plays a very important role in our community that or in this world rather, kasi merong mga bagay na kayang gawin ng kababaihan ngunit hindi kayang gawin ng kalalakihan. So at this generation din naman kasi is kung ano yung kayang gawin ng lalaki na kaya rin gawin ng mga babae. Kaya despite of underestimating women, we should empower them and include them in any peace movements that we must do, so that our actions can be done successfully. So that's all, and thank you.